Hey, this is your recap Aunty. Hey, this is Shar. Hey, and here we are. It's Friday, baby, and we are opening up episode number 88 of Beyond the Gates with Jacob on the phone with somebody, asking somebody, are you sure? Well, did he say shit, anything else? All right, I'll follow up so we don't know who the hell he talking to. Hey, Jacob. And right after he hangs up his phone, he gets a text from Smitty said he'll see him soon. So of course, we haven't seen the dynamic duo together in a long time. Miss Kitty Cat comes in and she asks Jacob, "Is this seat taken?" You know, she don't even wait and see whether he says yes or no. She just sit her little ass down. He was like, well, did it matter if I said it was taken? She was like, no, nigga, question. How long do we have to wait for you to stop? For you to step up your game, honey, and put the motherfucking cuffs on crazy ass Leslie. Child, we at the red door. Martin comes in from somewhere. Who knows where Martin been? So Smitty comes downstairs. I think he heard Martin come in. He said, "Martin, is that your ass?" So Martin was like, "Oh shit, let me act like I'm on the phone." Yeah, oh yeah, I understand. Martin, you so phony. Why the fuck you doing that? You trying to avoid your husband? Of course I understand. Yeah. Like I told you, yeah, it's on my agenda. Oh yeah. But you have to work with me on this one, all right? Okay. Oh nobody. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, yeah, I'm right here. Yeah, I'm just a little distracted, trying to put on his congressman voice. Yeah, you have my word. Yeah, we'll take it up at the next town hall meeting. This nigga is having a whole fucking conversation with nobody. He's cray cray. And Smitty's just waiting there, la la la, when is gonna be my turn? La la la. But we have to do a complete full vetting first, okay? Still talking to nobody on the phone. So Smitty was like, "Nigga, I need to talk to you." Here Martin, "Oh, what? You're kidding me." "Oh shit, they don't have no idea." Well, start from the beginning. "Sorry, baby, I gotta take this call." Oh, he trashed. Because y'all remember the last time we saw them, he claimed that they was going to talk about his old nightmares and his old crazy acting ways in the morning. So it's the morning, and he act like he on the phone, got this very fucking important phone call. He don't even want to come clean to his hubby. Okay, so we are at Uptown, and we have Chelsea and Madison, and Chelsea's just looking, honey, at her boo and Maddie. So they're just, touching hands. And so Madison says, I mean, what's that look you giving me, girl? "I just didn't know it would be like this." That's what Chelsea says. So Madison says, "Girl, like this has a lot of moving parts. So tell me, boo, what's so surprising?" "You know how in a musical we're supposed to suspend our disbelief and imagine that people are singing everything instead of saying it?" "Girl, I know. I've been in a lot of musicals, honey. Yeah, you sing a lot. Instead of saying it, you sing it, but the point is still the point. Yeah, I get it, girl." Madison was like, girl, is you about to start singing, girl?" Chelsea was like, no, but I might just burst into I just might burst into a song. And then birds are just going to start making me dresses. Madison's like, okay, well, do they do purses, honey? Because you will save a lot on all your labor costs. I mean, I am legit fairy tale happy. And what makes this shit so much better is that you are so real. So Madison was like, okay, I mean, let's hear it. So Chelsea was like, no. Madison's like, "Come on, Chelsea. Come on, girl. Serenade me. Let me hear your song." She's like, "Oh, give me a good bop or something, honey. I'm open to whatever you want to do." Chelsea was like, girl, no, I told your ass that I was close, but I'm not there yet, okay? And plus, I got my mom's smize, not my grandmammy's pipes." So Madison was like, "Girl, okay, all right, fine. I will let you off the hook, but just so that you know, I feel the same way too, Chels. Girl, I am so glad that you pulled up next to me that day, girl. I mean, do you think that we're getting too greedy?" And Chelsea says, "Well, maybe, but I just can't get enough of you. I mean, I'm hooked. I mean, what can I say?" Madison is like, "Girl, neither of us have been remotely restrained from what we do, honey. I mean, should we be?" And so Chelsea was like, "Well, I can't lie and say that I haven't thought about that. And my grandmother, she did bring it up to me the other day." Madison's like, "I knew that shit. See? So some people think that we're moving way too fast, don't they?" "And it doesn't matter. Look, I answered her with her own quote. Some people have a slow burn. And some, honey, some are just like a lightning strike." When you know, honey, you know. It sounds like Miss Anita Dupree, honey, knows a thing or two about relationships. That's what Madison said. I mean, she and my grandpappy are definitely the standard. I've never seen a love like theirs. I mean, so calm and so fierce and impenetrable. Girl, Madison, you are going to love her. I mean, the Anita Dupree effect, honey, girl, it is real. I mean, we all bow down. Look at here. The trio is back, baby. We haven't seen them, honey, in what? A month? A month of Sundays, honey. We have Miss Tracy, Miss Sharon, and Miss Dupree, honey. I guess we're in Chicago. I guess so we see her with her crisp white pants. They look so good. So Nita says, "Okay, I thought we'd have a family meeting like we did back in the day." I guess they're in Anita's hotel room. Hey y'all. Tracy was like, "Bitch, my manicure is still wet, honey." And Sharon was like, "Honey, it is not like it was back in the day." Anita was like, "Ladies, we have one crack at this reunion." And Tracy is looking like, "I know. And I want to make sure that it is fire, like the kids say." So Sharon was like, "Okay, yes, and you know that we want that shit too." And Tracy was like, "Now, what's got your couture lingerie in a twist? What's got your panties in a bunch, honey? What's got your weave loosening up, baby? What's..." So Anita says, "At rehearsal yesterday, something seemed off. Now, our voices are in sync, but our bodies, that's another matter." Tracy was like, "Well, what the fuck that mean, honey? Because we all kept it tight." Anita's like, "Oh, no shade on our figures, honey. No, our bodies is tight. Because I know we do look good." But think about Beyonce's tour. Okay, Sharon was like, "Okay, which one?" So Anita was like, "Any of them shits. I mean, she's fabulous in all of them." Now, like her, we are telling a story, honey. Not just with our voices, but with the staging and the movement. Now, I've made a few calls, and there is this choreographer who I know you will love. Now, Tracy is looking like, "Okay, I'm confused. Like, what's all of this? What, we've been up here for a whole fucking month. Now you trying to do what's this?" And then she's trying to talk some more. Anita's innovative, baby. And then Sharon cuts her ass off. "Bitch, I thought you have changed." Anita Dupree is ready to throw out the old for new and shiny all over again. Well, hell no. Okay, tell her, Sharon. "This is not me trying to throw away the past. But some things do need to stay back there, like that tired ass old choreography. The doo-wop, the twist, honey, the funky chicken, all that shit need to stay in the past, baby. We need to be twerking." I'm sorry, I just made that. "Now, I know that we want to honor what we've done while also stepping into something, fresh." Tracy was like, "Girl, but our fans want to." And here come Anita cutting her off. "Our fans, honey, our fans appreciate calling back to the old days. But they are also exploring moves and music that are right now, honey, today. I mean, so why wouldn't the hell we do the same? I mean, we're going to be breathing new life into our old classics. We'll make them timeless." See, y'all, I'm telling you, I don't be knowing this script. Here goes Sharon. She said, "So if we twerk to our old songs on stage, is that going to bring all the kids to the yard?" If I said twerk earlier. Woo, honey. Yeah, twerk, Sharon. Let's see you twerk. "Or do you want our asses swinging and hanging from the ceilings like Pink?" Tracy tells Sharon, like, "Girl, that ain't what she's saying." Wait, ain't it, Anita? She thanks Tracy. "What I'm saying is," and then Sharon cuts her ass off. "You know what, bitch? You know what I think is rich? You suggesting that we try something fresh when we're right back where we started. You bossing us around, you running the show. That is not what I'm doing." That's what Anita says. Ooh. "You see, no, Tracy was like, no, you know what I fucking see? I see that you changing up everything at the last damn second. So you, honey, you can become the star. Now, we all agreed to come back as equals. No one's singing backup for your ass no more, Anita." So Nita tries to explain, "Please, Sharon, that is not what I'm saying." Sharon's like, "Fuck that. You just called us in here to tell us what you damn decided. You didn't even damn ask us. Used to do the same shit back in the day, honey, with our hair, with our costumes, all of it. Well, I did not sign up for a repeat of our not so greatest hits, honey. Now, the choreography was good enough for us then, and that shit is good enough for us now. And Horace's ass spruced that shit up enough. So it's an homage. He did that. I mean, did you ever think about that shit? Sharon, you need to calm the fuck down. Tracy looking like, oh my God, here I am in the damn middle again. And who's Horace? Okay, here comes Anita with her speech. Now, we can't pretend that time hasn't passed, okay? That we haven't been changed by everything that's happened to us, by all that we've done. Now, the updated arrangements of our songs reflect that. Now, we ain't no damn teenagers now, singing and two-stepping about heartbreak that we barely experienced. Now, we are grown-ass women who know about real love and hurt and happiness. And that's the shit that needs to be reflected on that damn stage. I mean, what's the damn point if we don't have anything new to say? Sharon, look, I got something I needs to say. How about you do this shit without me? Boom. Ooh, Sharon. And Sharon grabs her purse, honey, because no older woman's going to leave her purse in the room, baby. And she skedaddles right out the room. Tracy looking like Nita like, bitch. God, doggy. So we are back at Orphe Jean. So Jacob was like, I mean, Kat, seriously, bitch, are you stalking me or some shit? How the fuck did you even know I was going to be here? She was like, because I am that good. I knew your ass wasn't at the station because I already called over there, honey. And then I also checked to see if there were any major crimes that your ass would be out there protecting and serving on. He was like, please don't tell me your ass got a police scanner. She's like, not yet, but I probably should. And so I figured if your ass is out in the world tracking Leslie's every move, you'd actually say something to me. Maybe. And if you weren't here, I could at least grab me some coffee. So Jacob was looking at her like she crazy. He was like, you just don't quit, do you? I don't like this closeness that they have. Okay, maybe I'm reading too much into it. Because he loves Naomi. And, but I don't. I'm not going to look the other way. I'm going to look real close. I'm just going to keep my side eye. I know she loves Tomas and he loves Naomi, but yeah. So he was like, you just don't quit, do you? She was like, look, it is not in me. So he says, there was a time when I objected to your ass relentlessly touching my damn case. I mean, it feels like your ass is still objecting me. Duh. I mean, are you telling me that that's all changed? He said, no, it's still fucking annoying and inappropriate. You know you love me being your unofficial partner. He says, I'm pretty sure I remember not deputizing you, girl. And despite the fact that you are arguing that you were Zendaya, I mean, I wouldn't be comfortable having you on a ride along. And she says, it is still a strong damn point, and I stand by that shit. Anyway, enough with the small talk. What the fuck is going on with our case? He says, our? She said, yeah, ours. Shit. He was like, whatever. It looks like you had a point. We got a damn match. She was like, yes, a match. Yes, I knew it. We've got that bitch dead to rights, honey. Yeah. Leslie ass definitely ran Laura off that damn road. Okay, so we are back at Uptown and Madison tells Chelsea. So she's like, can I confess something to you? So Chelsea says something that really, really concerns me. She says, yes, honey, of course, yes. There's so much that I don't know about you. Now, how the fuck you know you in love with somebody, but you don't know a lot about them? With her baby hairs and all them barrettes in there. She look cute, though. I ain't trying to drag or shade. It looks cute, but that's a lot of barrettes and a lot of baby hairs. I guess it's fashion, honey. Fashion for her. Y'all young kids tell me about the barrettes. And I used to have me some barrettes when I was little. And the baby hairs, yeah. I'm dizzy, honey, with all them baby hairs. So of course, again, she says there's a lot that she don't know about her, but there's a lot that she wants to try. What you want to try, Chels? Madison was like, thanks, but it's really not that kind of confession. I mean, we could still try it though, but no, it's not like that, girl. So Chelsea was like, okay, I mean, go ahead, girl, lay it on me. So Madison was like, girl, with all this talk about your grandmammy, I'm really sort of glad that she wasn't at the Meet Madison party. Why? Girl, I know that you're just joking when you call her a queen, but I mean, she's really a fucking big deal, girl. I mean, more like a BFD, like big fucking deal. But Grand is the best. Yeah, BFD. I'm assuming that's what it means. I guess she can't say it. Girl, I love that necklace, honey. I'm a bling queen, honey. I love that necklace. It's like I don't know if they are hearts, but they're shaped like hearts or they're like diamond shaped stones. I need to take a picture of that and see if I can find that shit online because I love that. So Madison tells Chelsea, girl, you talk about your grandmammy in superlatives, but she's also earned that shit. It's not really that she's this huge force that Anita Dupree is in this world at large, but how important she is to you. Well, I didn't say all that stuff to make you feel intimidated, boo. So Madison is pretty scared. She was like, I know you're not trying to intimidate me, boo, but what if she doesn't take to me? What if she hates my ass? You know? I don't blame her. Like, my family ain't like yours, girl. Your family makes people pass tests that they're going to fail and sets up meet and greets just to introduce the new girlfriend or boyfriend. My family ain't like that, girl. Okay, she also says she's lucky if she sees her family more than once a year. What's that about? Girl, you rich. You a doctor. You can't go see your family more than once a year unless y'all fell out. Okay, so she's like, I feel like she's going to be expecting more. That's what she's talking about. She's talking about Mama Anita. So Chelsea was like, okay, number one, you are a BFD too. You're a big fucking deal too. I mean, graduating the top of her class neurologist. I mean, never forget that shit. And two, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. No, actually, there are three Anita Duprees. There's the one that outsiders think that she is. Madison calls her pretty much an angel, but a longer version of she's calling her a celestial being on high. Yeah, she is. And then there's number two, the person who she really is. And so Madison's like, yeah, a matriarch. But most of the time, girl, she is just grand. Now, a really, really fabulous grand, but grand nonetheless. She is definitely the heart of us. And Madison says, oh, that's so sweet. And sometimes when she's doing her grandmotherly thing, she starts to hum under her breath, you know. And then how do you hear that voice? And then you remember. She is the Anita, the voice of a generation. I'm sorry. There's only one Anita Beta, baby. I can't even say it. There is only one Anita, and it's not Dupree. It's a Baker, baby. I love me some Anita Baker. I didn't quite understand her when I was younger, but now that I'm old as I know I went to her last concert, not the one in Atlanta that she canceled, but I went to the one that was a couple of years ago. Unfortunately, my mom, I think if some of you might not know, but some of you might know, my mom passed away almost 2 years ago, November 2023. Yeah, she passed away November 1st. 2023 at 11:11, and she was the 11th child. She died in the 11th month. And ain't that something? Y'all just understand. Whenever I see ones and 11s, I think of my mom. I feel like that's her spirit there letting me know that she's here with me. But yeah, she was the 11th child. I never knew that. My grandmother had 14 kids. She was the 11th child. She passed on 11/1. She died at 11/11. Right before I went to see her on the last, let me decide though. Right before I went to see her in the hospital, last time I saw her awake, there was an older lady who ran into my daughter and I while we were leaving, and we were just talking about my mom. So she was like, "Yeah, okay, do y'all mind if I ride down the elevator with y'all?" I was like, "Yeah, come on, lady." So she was like, "Yeah, I'm about to turn 71 on my birthday." I was like, "Oh my God, that's a blessing." I said, "My mom's in the hospital, and she turned 74 in August." She's like, "Yeah, honey, I'm ready to travel. My birthday, baby. When is your birthday?" It's on November the 11th, 11/11. So this was before my mom transitioned. I believe that that was an angel prepping us for her transition. And so, again, like whenever I see 1111s, I think of her. But anyway, right before she passed, I was telling her that I had bought a ticket to go see Anita Baker because Anita Baker was on this whole tour, baby, back in 2023. She was everywhere, everywhere. And I heard about it and I was like, man, I want to go. So, as we were trying to plan her funeral, I was, letting my family know that I had already told my mom that I was going to go. And around that time, that was around the holiday season. A lot of churches were full, so we wound up having her services like that Saturday before. I had a chance to go to the concert to see Anita Baker. And when I tell you that was the most amazing concert that I have ever been to in such a long time, she sounded better than her damn album. She sounded so good and she was limping. Like Anita was limping. I think she needed hip surgery because we haven't seen her. Hopefully she had the hip surgery after all that money she made because I think her tour was like sold out except for the one in Atlanta that she canceled. But I said all that to say, honey, when you say that that your Anita Chelsea is the Anita, no, there is one Anita that I love. She is the voice of a generation. If you agree with me, let me know. Name me your favorite Anita Baker song if you can. And yeah, I do. I love me some Anita Baker. I hate that I had to wait until my damn 50s to appreciate her. But like they said, it's better late than never. Okay, back to the show. So Chelsea's like, yeah, just knowing that that's my grandmother kind of trips me out. So Madison is like, girl, a superstar, honey, who exudes class and keeps her family center. I mean, she is a bad bee. So they just go on and on. I mean, I'm not gonna fast forward because normally when they have little conversations like this, I don't want to miss the juice of it. But it's this part is really like for a Friday show, they should have showed yesterday's show for today. I think it would have been a more climactic end. Unless Martin is gonna finna tell us something. God dog it. So Madison though is like she don't know if she's scared to meet her or more excited to meet her. So Chelsea was like, well, girl, you'll be okay. You'll be able to meet the Grand and the Diva. And what better time than for you to meet her during the Articulates reunion show, girl. I cannot wait for you to meet my grandmammy. So, yeah, so we are back at the red door. So Martin is on the couch and Samantha's looking cute. So she's trying to sneak out the house. You know Martin is going to cut a fucking fool. So he asks her where she's going. She looked really cute. She had her hair up in a ponytail with little pearls in the top bun. And she got this cute little pink dress, this little doll baby with little bows on it. He was like, where you going? She was like, going out. Like, where? I mean, chill out, Pop. I'm not going to be meeting some weird ass fucking stranger to play chess like damn Tyrell. And then, of course, Martin's so crazy ass, what the fuck, Samantha? You think that's not funny? She was like, oops, too soon. All right, we are back at Uptown. And so they're about to order some food. So the waitress comes up and she's like, can I get y'all something? So she notices Chelsea. She's like, oh my God, you are the real Chels. Your tutorial on finding your light changed my selfies, girl. She's like, oh my God, can we take a selfie? And Chelsea was like, of course. And Madison just smiles on. So baby girl is so excited. I know she told all her family and friends, y'all, I'm going to be on episode 88, y'all. I'm going to be on, I got speaking lines. I've gagged. Oh my God, I got a part. And she's probably so happy. Good for you, honey. I'm going to be up there next year. I'm putting it in the atmosphere. So she asked Chelsea and Madison, what can I get for you? Chelsea was like, I think we need a few more minutes. And so she's like, okay, I'll come back in a minute. I'll be back. So Madison was like, is that normal for you? You having Chelsea nights and Chell Bells? And so Chelsea was like, I like Chell Bells. And she's like, girl, there is a new influencer born on social media every 5 seconds. So Madison was like, girl, I know you ain't trying to dismiss the fact that you got millions of followers out there who want to know your every mood. And so Chelsea was like, girl, I really do appreciate all the follows and the double taps. But she says, I'm really, really trying to bring more to it. That's what I'm trying to do. Maybe Chelsea needs to do some type of contest to find the next new influencer. I think that would be a great thing for her. Maybe that's what Beyond the Gates can do. You can get an old ass lady in her mid-50s like me. I'm not really an influencer. I'm a content creator. So yeah. Uh-oh. So Madison is talking more. She's like, girl, it's just there's something that how you handle yourself out there. It's more than just you being so fucking damn gorgeous. It's like when people look at a photo at you, you make them feel something. What does that mean? She's like, you inspire confidence. I'm like, look what just happened. This girl wanted to take a selfie with you. Now, do you miss modeling, girl? I mean, even a little bit. So Chelsea was like, I really haven't had a chance to miss it. And there are still campaigns that are rolling out that I shot before I quit. And no one has abandoned me on socials yet. So we know again, we find out that it's fashion what she loves about this whole industry. It's not the runway and the shoots and stuff. It's the fashion part. So yeah. So Madison is really intrigued by her. And so she was like, well, and now that Chelsea Cat is taking off, I get to make the beautiful things and not be the beautiful thing. Okay, you better say that, girl. So Chelsea says, girl, you've been finding out a lot about me. And so she talks about how she's been wanting to be a fashion mogul forever. She's been doodling and sketching and keeping it all a secret for all of these years. So she's like, I might have been dreaming of you, but I never knew it. But whatever it is that's next in this next phase of my life, shit, it might go a little fast, but I feel that it's right. Yeah, it is right, girl. Just slow down, though. Cause she talking about she ain't talk to her. She only see her family more than once a year, and you around your family every day. Listen to shit like that. So Madison still has questions like, well, what if it was just a coincidence? What if it was the timing? Like you really was looking for somebody, and here I came. I'm this hot, sweet coincidence. And so Chelsea was like, girl, I mean, no matter what, girl. Now I like that you did throw in that hot and sweet coincidence, but yeah, whatever this shit is, baby, we are here right now. And I'm going to take full sweet advantage of it. So Madison looks at her. So Chelsea asks her again, what is that look, girl? Um, Madison says, I'm afraid you'll get to know me better. What? Okay. Then she says, then I'm afraid you'll get to know me better because then you might find out that I'm not as exciting as you are. I'm not some designer supermodel princess. And so Chelsea was like, I am not a princess. Madison's like, well, girl, you are a fucking Dupree. And you are fucking sexy and brilliant and a damn fucking lifesaver, okay? Yeah, Madison needs her ego, her feelings stroked way too much. She's hiding something. Yeah. I mean, opposites attract, but Madison is gorgeous. She's boring, but if I feel like if they had that issue, I believe that damn Chelsea will definitely let her know. But anyway, we at the red door. So Samantha tells Martin, like, look, I'm sorry. No, I was just playing with you. I thought that, the way you was acting last night, I thought it would have blown over by now, but apparently not. Like, why the fuck are you being like this? And then he apologizes. He said that did come out a bit harsher than what he meant. So she reassures him, like, Pop, we know about stranger danger. And I feel that Tyrell was so wrapped up in his nerdy chest space that he just thought that it was okay, for the guy to come over. Yeah, it was wrong, but we are aware of it. So she was like, look, I got this all figured out. You think I don't, but I do. He was like, what, how? Well, you and Granddad, y'all introduced him to chess, gave him an outlet, then he fell in love with it. Not only is that boy super good at chess, honey, he is a master. So Wimba, y'all sports people, please don't kill me. But I think he plays for the San Antonio Spurs, and he was the draft pick last year. Well, anyway, Samantha thinks he's hella cute, and he's a hell of a chess player. He plays, is it basketball? Is that the Spurs? Yeah, the Spurs. Yeah, they talk about him too. So last year when he was in New York, he put up the chess bat signals for people to come play with him in the park, and tons of people showed up. And thank God nobody got hurt. So unless you count their feelings. So he was like, okay, I get it. So in this scenario, is your brother like Wimby on that Wimby level, or like the strangers in the park? She was like both, because things are definitely getting better for Tyrell, but chess is still his window at the swamp. So she tells him, like, Tyrell is like the best in their district. And sometimes it's meant for him to go outside of his circle. It's something that he might not like, but he needs to be challenged because he's beating everybody. So sometimes he reaches a level higher so that he can get to challenge himself even more. So Martin is like, well, I mean, Tyrell ain't no fucking Wimby. Now, Wimby, he's a celebrity. That nigga probably had security right there hiding in plain sight. Now, your brother, on the other hand, brought a damn stranger to our home. So Samantha was like, well, I mean, the chess player just wound up being some old nerdy guy, right? You met him, right? And so Martin's like, yeah. Anyway, we are back at Orphe Jean's, and we see a fork going into a yummy looking, looks like a raspberry or strawberry Danish covered, it just looks delicious. So it was Kat's fork going into the Danish. Child, that was actually Jacob's one. He was like, whoa, whoa, slow your roll. Damn, that's mine. So he was like, okay, just to let you know, you were right. The helmet is the same one worn by the motorcycle rider that night. That same one that ran Laura off the road. And she was like, and we know that the helmet belongs to Leslie. That's connected. He was like, almost. Look, he says, we still don't know if she was wearing it on that motorcycle at the precise moment of the accident, girl. Like, she was like, oh my God, what more do we fucking need for her to have? Did she need to take a damn selfie right after she ran Laura off the damn road? Damn. So she was like, who else was on the fucking motorcycle? He was like, look, don't you think that I'm damn frustrated too? But it's the fucking job. He talking about, it's not like TV. He kind of paused at that, like, yes, it's TV. We have to get past reasonable doubt. That's what he says. This is TV, Jacob. And I still don't have enough proof to know that it was definitely her that did that shit. So Kat was like, I can't stand the fact that we keep getting closer and closer and it's never a fucking enough. One step forward, two steps back. She said, you know what? I actually could not be your fucking partner because the law is damn stupid. Now, if y'all listen to the music in the background, like I said, whenever Kat is in the restaurant, it plays like a nice little 1960s, tambourine, Temptations, all the time. Whenever she's there, it's always that type of vibe. But when Leslie and everybody else is there, it's more jazz, 70s stuff. But whenever Kat, and especially when Tomas is there, whenever Kat is in the restaurant, there's always 1960s music. So she was like, the law is stupid. I mean, what's the point if she keeps walking away damn free? So Jacob tells her that the system is designed to protect the innocent. We just have to work even harder to get the guilty. So Smitty comes and he waves at Jacob and Kat. And so she was like, so what the fuck is going on with you and Smitty? So we're back and Samantha is still fussing with her pappy Martin, talking about, he's talking about the world is crazy. She's like, look, I'm fine, Tyrell fine, and even the crazy ass man who was here, I'm sure he's fine. He ain't coming back here. Look, girl, you need to take this shit serious now. The world, although we are very respected and, well-to-do people in this community, there's still some crazy people out in this world. Shit, you don't even have to be like that the way this world is going these days, Martin. You ain't got to be well respected at all. You just got to be living and breathing, and people still crazy. So she's going to go to the park. Where's this park? Is it like doing it in Rock Creek Park? Is it Rock Creek Park, y'all? Where's this park that everybody's going to? But anyway, she's going to go there. She's going to let the sun kiss on her a little bit. She's going to get a nice little latte like everybody does her age, blah, 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 blah. So he tells her, look, you got them headphones in your fucking ear. Make sure you keep that volume down low and walk there and come bring your ass right back. I'm like, damn, Martin. And I may meet up with my little boyfriend. That's what she says, her new boyfriend. He was like, come again? She was like, oh, he's so cute and furry. He was like, furry? So I thought it was part of that lifestyle. Y'all heard about them furry people. So she said, well, if you must know, he's a little squirrel. He's so cute. I'm like, these smart ass kids, they on another level, honey. So right before she leaves, she's like, oh, God, gross. Because he's talking about he want to meet the squirrel and find out what his intentions are. She's like, oh, gross, Pop. He was like, look, before your ass leave, make sure you turn your location on. She had already slammed the door and left. So we're back at Orphe Jean's, and Smitty is sitting at the damn counter. So Kat is ready to go over, tap him on the shoulder, honey. What's the tea, Smitty? Fancy meeting you here, brother-in-law. I mean, what's going on with you and Jacob? Shit, Smitty was like, that's none of your business. I mean, I'm sorry, Jacob says that, and he said, Smitty is here because he's doing a story. So leave Smitty alone. God, dog. So she was like, whatever, be clandestine. Like, what if I care? But she tells Jacob, look, let me know if you find anything else. And you don't do anything I have to explain later. Yeah. That's what Jacob said. She's like, oh, well, I'm going to, I might, okay. So Smitty sits down and he thanks Jacob for throwing Cat off the scent because that means he can dodge some questions that probably will come up later. So Jacob was like, okay, you can dodge her fucking questions, but what about mine? Because I got one important question for your ass. So Smitty was like, I'm grateful for you. You've helped me. I wouldn't be where I am without you. I'm sure that you've taken on a whole load at this police station. But then Jacob was like, wait a minute. The way I look at you, looks like you got a load on yourself. He looks so tired. Like Smitty looks like he hasn't had an ounce of sleep. And it looks like whatever's going on with you, honey, it look like it can get even heavier. So he was like, so what's going on with hubby? What's going on with Martin? So we're back at Uptown and Madison asks Chelsea how is things right now in the now. So of course Chelsea tells her, well, this whole business side is a new charted territory for her. But Cat is handling it good because she's really good about the business shit. I mean, she sees things that I normally don't damn see, and she knows how to anticipate hurdles. So Madison was like, I can't even imagine so many unknowns. So she says that being a doctor is so linear. You just find out what your specialty is, and everything just tends to line on up right for your ass. So far, I'm sure me and Kat will have our challenges down the road, but so far, a change has really been good to me. I mean, it's been really good to me with work and with you. So, I have a question for you, boo. Do you think it'll be too much to handle? I mean, like me being in flux. And Madison was like, girl, yes, I can handle it. In fact, I think I'm the one who burst into a song now. You better sing, Madison. So she says, well, Chelsea, well, I have a better idea. And she leans in, girl, and give her baby a kiss. Mwah, mwah. Okay, so we are back at the red door. Okay, now the story is getting better because I'm telling you, whew, I've been taking my time doing this show today because it's been kind of low spirited to me. So we're back at the red door and we see my boo, Marcel, comes over to Martin's place. Yeah. So he was like, well, Congressman, you really live on the edge. So look, Martin was like, look, I know I'm going to make it quick. So Marcel says, you don't think that I know or understand what our little friend did with his chess move? No. Like our guy thought he was smooth, trying to hit your ass where it hurt. Tell him, Marcel, with your sloppy self. Your kid. But that shit won't happen again. Martin was like, oh, I know it won't. That's why I asked your ass to come here. That's what Martin says. He just checkmated himself. Thank you. So we are back at Orphe Jean. So Smitty was like, look, I know my husband, honey. I know who he is. But the more I question him, the more I'm thinking that Martin's role is more bigger than whatever this mess is. It's like, damn, what the fuck did he do? Here come damn Jacob again. What are you saying, Smitty? Jacob and his questions. So Jacob really believes that Martin is definitely the victim here. Okay, if you say so. I mean, what if I'm fucking wrong? Smitty says, and like the money plus the corrupt cop. Like, what if what I'm seeing is what I want to fucking see, not what the truth is? Jacob was like, then you get Martin to lawyer his ass up. He said, look, I told you when we first started on this shit that there was no part of me that felt that Martin was guilty. But I operate in fucking facts, and if the facts lead me different, baby, I got to follow them facts. He says, which means that we might have to just part some ways. So Smitty said, let's hope that that's a bridge that we don't have to cross, bro. So Jacob was like, look, I get it. It can be complicated. But when it's family shit, I can't bend the law. That's who I am, nigga. If Martin is culpable in any type of way, and my pappy, because remember, Elon, he gonna be so hurt when he found out his daddy. Ooh. He says he cannot turn a blind eye to that shit. Smitty was like, well, damn. Makes me wonder if I told your ass way too damn much. Okay, here comes Smitty. This is the real Smitty, baby. He said, look, Jacob, journalists, look, we have a code too. Now, I understand when it comes to Martin that you want to obey the law, nigga. But I'm just wondering if the same shit's applied to your pappy. If we find out that he's involved just as fucking deep, nah, I'm sure my pappy ain't got nothing to do with that shit. All right, Jacob, all right. But when it comes to justice, there are no exceptions. He said it emphatically, not for fucking Martin. And then he hesitated. He's like, oh, and not for my dad. No. So we're back at the red door. So Marcel says, I think it's best that you leave your cleanup of your mess to those equipped to handle that shit. So Martin said, look, I would do that if I knew that my family wasn't in our friends' crosshairs. We need police protection 24/7. I'll pay for everybody, Samantha, Tyrell, and Smitty. But we need them not to know that they're being tailed, especially Smitty. He's already damn suspicious enough. So he asked Marcel, can they do that? Or do I need to go damn private? So Marcel's like, yeah, you can be assured that your family will be well protected. And so they shake hands, baby. And then the next scene, we are back to Anita and Tracy. Honey, you know, Sharon doesn't walk the fuck out. So Anita says, ask Tracy, should we go and check up on her? Tracy's like, girl, she'll be back when she pulls herself together. Anita says, well, do you agree with her? Tracy's like, girl, we all know that they ain't got not a damn thing to do about the choreography. I know that we have to honor the past, and I promise that we will, Anita. You know, Anita with her takeover spirit, honey. But we can't bring all that shit back into every step ball change that we take, or we will never be ready in time. Now, would you please, girl, tell Sharon that I am damn right? Wait a minute, Anita. Wait a minute. Shit. Tracy sat there and didn't say a damn thing. Anita was like, girl, look, we're supposed to be sisters, okay? Sisters tell each other when their slips showing. Y'all know I always say that all the time. Come on, girl. You know that routine is just as tired as we are. So Tracy stands up and tells Anita, look, I can't do that shit. I'm sorry. So you're going to just agree with Sharon because you two are the victims and I'm the villain, right? That's from Anita, girl. I mean, I just couldn't possibly just want the show to be a success, huh? To make us all look damn good. Tracy was like, girl, after all these damn years, honey, it is all still the same, sister. You still is the one who thinks that she decides what's good for the fucking group. I mean, in your mind, baby, you're the only one with the talent, the taste. And back then we were too naive and too damn caught up in the making of Anita Williams to even have a mind of our damn own, honey. But see, that shit was back then. And we don't have to fall in formation anymore. Especially since we have a bigger stake in the success of this reunion than you do. Anita was like, and how is that? Honey, Tracy was so mad. She's so little. I love that little top she has on. She just was like, this bitch, I cannot believe she just asked that and I just broke it down to her ass. She said, bitch, you don't need the money, Anita. We damn do. Nothing in this show is really on the line for you. You already had it all. You still do. But for Sharon and me, this concert, baby, could give us the careers that we've been chasing since we were kids. Anita says, don't you think I know that, girl? That's why I'm putting all this energy into making us stronger and sharper. Tracy was like, bitch, by walking around like you own us? That is not true. Sharon comes back in the room, honey, says, it's there. In everything you damn say, every suggestion you make. Let's do it my way, because I know better. And I am better than y'all asses. Just because you have the money to pay for some fancy choreographer, honey, and new vocal arrangements, girl, it don't make it right, Anita. That's what Sharon is saying. It doesn't put your ass in charge, girl. We're not for sale, girl. Anita was like, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Nobody is trying to buy you. I am here to put in the work. Quality work. Sharon was like, really? Because you're writing the checks? What you say goes. Anita was like, oh, I see. So you all would take my money, but not my input. No. Okay. How about I get my damn checkbook out right now, sign off on every damn thing, and head on home? No, Anita, don't go home. And y'all can do the concert without me. Okay, so we're back at Uptown and we see Chelsea and Madison and they are kissing and they just finished kissing. So Chelsea says, you know what? I'm starting to begin to think that this is our place. Madison says, oh, honey, wherever we are, this is our place. And Chelsea's like, ooh, that was smooth, girl. For some reason, right behind Chelsea, I feel like I saw Allison over at the other booth looking. It's like it was very blurry. I'm going to push play and see if I saw Allison in the background. So Chelsea was like, girl, we've been talking about me this whole time, Dr. Montgomery. Let's talk more about you. So, I mean, Madison was like, I mean, I have a lot to show you. I mean, what do you say that we go back to our favorite place and I can show you? And so the other favorite place, honey, want to go there. And so Chelsea was like, where's that? So Madison was like, your fucking bed, girl. Chelsea says, say less. So they get up and go, and that is her. As they getting up, yeah, I do see Allison at the back booth looking at them. So when Chelsea turns around, she does see Allison. She's like, what the fuck? So baby, we are back at Orphe Jeans and we see Jacob always on the phone. Thanks for the intel. I'm on my way back right now. Blah, blah, blah. So he comes back to Smitty and tells him he's sorry that he has to leave. And Smitty was like, it's cool. You're just doing your job. So Jacob was like, Smitty, look, I ain't going to try to push you to tell me something that you really want to keep from me. Something that could definitely incriminate Martin. So Smitty was like, man, I appreciate that. Jacob was like, but look at this now. That could also mean that this could be the end of our arrangement. Smitty was like, I'm not going to try to make you compromise your ethics, although something tells me this isn't a hypothetical situation. So Smitty was like, what the fuck just happened? So Jacob was like, well, that phone call I just got gave me a really bad suspicion that we need to stop swapping information. So Smitty says, what you learned? So Jacob was like, Martin just requested special protection from the department. Ooh. So Smitty was like, what the fuck? Wait, what? Police protection? Is there some type of national security threat? What the hell? Jacob was like, look, Smitty, I don't think he would ask for local police protection to look out for you and the kids if it was anything national. And I also don't think that a request would have come through the channel that it actually came through. Smitty was like, don't tell me. Marcel Malone, Jacob says. Smitty pissed, baby. He said, what the fuck is Martin hiding? Okay? And why does he feel like my family needs to be protected? He hit the table. Honey, we heard the forks and the damn spoons is rattling on there. Calm the fuck down, Smitty. Go home and ask your hubby what the fuck is going on. Honey, we back in Chicago with the three divas. So Tracy asked Anita, I mean, who's painting who the victim now, honey? What? Hell, we ain't gold diggers who came sniffing around your Birkin for a payout bid. I mean, your ass came to us, remember? Anita reminds them, I wasn't the one who brought up fucking money. Sharon did. Tracy says, wow. It's as if you completely left Cabrini Green behind, honey. We were there then and we're here now. And we remember every damn thing. This is all Tracy, baby. Tracy is the mouth this time. Normally they always said that she was the quiet one. Well, she was the good middle person. But she was like, nah, Anita, you be trying to be in charge. And this is not how that's going to work this time go round. Nah. Tracy was like, honey, that's the problem, ain't it? The whole world out there, they see you as a fucking icon. But here in this room, baby, we're the only people in the world who know better. And Tracy says, oh, she says, and you hate us for that. Now, Tracy, I don't think that Anita hates y'all. Ooh, that's a harsh word, my love. Anita was like, I don't hate you. I love you. I miss you. Tracy was like, well, honey, prove that shit. I don't believe you. I don't know. I don't even think you know how to love, honey. Hell, you don't even respect us. Not our talent. Not our opinions. This, for you, is a way for you to right one of your many damn wrongs. Hell, we might as well be just another one of your charity cases. Sharon was like, you think the fact that we never made it was proof that we didn't have what you have? Honey. Instead of it being a result of you abandoning us. Anita says, I have never said that. Sharon was like, oh, bitch, but you thought that shit. And then Tracy chimes in and she's like, girl, do you know how rare chances like ours were, honey? You took that from us and you ran with that shit. We never got another one, girl. Not because we weren't good enough, but because lightning doesn't always usually strike twice. Sharon was like, you know what? You never look back until now. Until Barbara haunted you into it, girl. If your ass would have done this shit 20 years ago, hell, you could have resurrected us. But you kept us twisting in the wind. Girl, you better go ahead and say that, Sharon. All those years. Anita says, if you felt that way, believe me, it was not my intention. Huh? Sharon was said, girl, your intentions don't matter, girl. What we feel matters. What we feel, girl. What you did matters. What you're doing right now. Sharon, you better act, girl. Then Anita really swallowed this big pill. I think that we can all acknowledge that most of this does fall on me. If I hadn't followed Dante, you wouldn't have followed me, leaving Barbara behind. And if I hadn't gone solo, maybe we'd all be EGOTs right now. If y'all don't know what an EGOT is, it's an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. That's what an EGOT winner. I only know a few. I know Whoopi Goldberg. I believe Candy Burris is one. EGOTs are like the bomb. That means you can go on the stage and win an award. You can be on TV and win an award. And you can be in a movie, honey, and win an award. I love it. Anita continues and says, but we'll never know. And we can't turn back the clock. But I hope that I could make up for some of this shit. Just just so that y'all know, from, who is it? From the end, from Madison seeing Allison, Madison and Chelsea seeing Allison, in Uptowns. I've gone to a friend's party and I came back. Well, not a friend's. Like I said, I'm big in the theater community, so we got together and had a little get together. So I'm a little tipsy right now. I don't know what the name of that little brown liquor I had, but it was good. And I had some little, what is it, blackberries in it, strawberries, pineapples, stuff like that. I didn't drink while I was coming home, but I poured that cup real nice. And I came home, so I am really trying to finish this video. I know it's the next day, but hell, it's better late than never. James, you ain't the only one, baby. Yeah, I did have a little sip. Well, two, 3 cups. 1, 2, well, yeah, 2.5. So, yeah, I'm a little lightweight. So, just so y'all know, if I'm slurring on some of my words more than I normally do, honey, bring me down to alcohol. Okay, getting back to the show. Anita was like, and I thought maybe we could recreate this magic. Girl, they standing there looking, and when I tell you Sharon gave a Glory Denzel Washington tear rolling down her fucking face. One tear, baby, on that right cheek. I want to get to that part. I want to be able to get to a point where I could just cry one fucking tear. That will give you an Emmy. Is it an Emmy? An Oscar. No, daytime. Emmy. Daytime Emmy, honey. She will, that one tear, baby. That one tear, honey. So Anita continues and says, well, maybe all of that shit is just gone. So Tracy was like, wait a minute. So what? Wait a minute. You just going to give that shit up? And Sharon was like, bitch, we are here. Committed to doing the work, girl. And so now the reunion is all because you say so? Go ahead, Sharon. So we are back at Uptown, baby. So Madison was like, girl, you act like you've seen a ghost. She said this to Chelsea. So Chelsea was like, yeah, girl, ghost of relationships past. What is Allison doing here? Madison was like, wait, you're Allison? That bitch is here again? She's such a pain. Look, she was never really my Allison. So Madison was like, hey, girl, look, don't worry about that. Look, we're about to head to our happy place, right? In your bed, remember? Don't worry about that shit. She cannot touch us. And so Chelsea was like, girl, yes, you're right. Let's just go. Then Allison with her crazy ass, wow, small world. Uh-huh. Chelsea was like, what the fuck are you doing here? Are you following me or something? Allison is looking like, yeah. Okay, baby, we are back in Chicago. And Anita says, oh, honey, I would never determine the future of the articulates on my own. You two make the call, okay? Look, everything is paid for, honey, including the original choreographer. Call it retro chic. And don't even change the damn thing. Hell, I could even get our old costumes from the Hall of Fame if you want to. But y'all, just y'all's, honey, because I'm the fuck out. Tracy was like, bitch, you know we can walk out that door. I knew that there would be tears, honey. I knew that there would be disagreements. This is Anita talking, honey. But I thought we had the will to get up on that damn stage. But not just for the 3 of us, but for the 4 of us. Articulate strong. But I guess that was just too much to ask, huh? Tracy was like, Anita, we don't need to do this. Get the hell out of my hotel suite. Honey, Anita kicked their asses out. The concert would be fine without my ass. So that's why Anita was crying. Remember in the little promo from last week, we saw her crying. Oh, Anita. Honey, we're back at Orphe Jeans, and Smitty is so pissed right now. He's like, Martin did not say a word to me about needing protection. Jacob was like, look, I can see that. How could he let me leave the house knowing that our kids are in danger? Jacob was like, hey, look, cool down, relax. Look, we don't know the details, okay? Smitty was like, look, what we do know ain't good, okay? I've spent the whole last damn week trying to figure out what Malone did to my husband, and now I find out that they're friendly enough that Martin trusts his ass to protect our damn kids? Something does not add up. Jacob says, well, then you need to stop tiptoeing around this shit and confront Martin. Don't let his ass walk away until he comes clean with the truth and nothing but. So Smitty was like, yeah, you're right. Jacob's like, look, man, this ain't just about you anymore, Smitty. This about them churn, who you love so damn much. Smitty hype, baby. His chest is swole. He's like, yeah, nigga, I need to face this damn thing head on. So he rushes out of Orphe Jeans. Jacob, you really gave him wings, didn't you, honey? Shit! The next scene... Yo, we see Samantha in the fucking park with Kenneth. Kenneth is crazy. I was wondering, like, I remember when they first started the whole series that Naomi and who was she outside talking with? Bill. I was like, they haven't done an outside scene in a long time. I was just thinking about that. And here they go outside. And he tells Samantha this technology shit, he just doesn't understand it. So she's like, let me see your phone. I'll help you. So he talks about, man, I'm so lucky I found you. So we see Martin. I guess he comes out there. Why did Martin come to the park anyway? Anyway, he came to the park and looking for Samantha. And so Martin finally sees them, and Kenneth is like on top of her, pretty much. Not on top of her, but real close. And you can see her, the young kids' hands just be a rolling, honey, on the phone, helping him whatever bullshit he told her that he needed to find. Oh, God, Tom, he's a weirdo. I mean, Vernon is finna go see Bill next week, and he mad because Bill summons him. And who else did we see? I guess Vernon must have really pissed Bill off because, again, now he's back at Danny. So him and Danny are talking about, she said, man, Daddy must have really pissed you off this time. And we see Naomi, honey, with some straight coifs, honey. Her hair is straight. No more crinkly, afro-y, tightly curled hair. It's all blow-dried. It looks cute. I mean, Naomi is really, really, like, transforming before our eyes. They need to get her pregnant on here. When is she going to have a baby? Because we know Haley ain't got no baby. We need to have Naomi with a child. Okay? But it's cute. I mean, today was a really good episode, especially with the articulates. For some reason, the articulates, remember, is the drink. I always felt that they were going to have something that they were going to really like bitching and complaining about. But I'm happy that they had a chance to like air that shit out. Like that's it. They should be able to, they got it out. They need to get back together. But for damn Anita to kick them out of her damn hotel, sweet honey. Tracy might be willing to talk, but Sharon's like, no, I ain't talking to that bitch. Sharon, the faces that she gives are like priceless. I'm glad that they used an actress that she does have a lot of experience in the work, but she's not as well known as the other ladies. So I'm happy that they got her because she really fits that role so well. Kenneth is weird as fuck. He's weird. Why are you around Martin's kids? I know that you said that you was gonna make him sweat like a pig, but God dog it. I got a son and daughter, and I'll be driving myself batty. If I knew that my enemy was all around them, and it's just some bullshit. He's just crazy. He's weird. I don't know what made Martin go out there to the park, especially after he asked Malone to be his protection. I don't know. Something made him go to the park. Who knows? What else? Allison is weird as fuck too. It's like you got a husband, you got Craig. Why are you there? you know. And she probably found out that Chelsea was there when the waitress did the selfie, and Chelsea told her to tag her. When people tag you in a film or whatever, a picture, they know exactly where you are. So that's how Allison knew to come there to see. So she's like, "Are you stalking me, girl? When you put your shit out there, no, people are not stalking you because you actually told them where you were, girl." Okay, y'all. All right, I'm gonna come to the end of this video so I can edit this. I'm still gonna edit this as the little tipsy that I am. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do this and get this done, and hopefully upload it ASAP because I have the other show, and I think I might do the new movie that Tyler Perry just dropped this weekend because I don't really have a lot to do tomorrow. So might as well go ahead and do some content for my family. I love y'all. Thank y'all again so much for embracing the front porch talk. And I'm going to do one for the divorced sisters too. I'm gonna do a separate. Well, it depends on how many comments are on that. If it's not that much, then I'll go ahead and include it in the video. But as that grows, honey, yeah, we're gonna make a separate video. I might just do it anyway. I'm gonna make a separate video for the comments and subscribers. For it's called Before the Drama Starts, so you'll see that too. So yes, keep sharing, y'all. Keep laughing, keep loving. I do have a shorts that is coming up. You know, if it's not already up, it should be up soon. About the most messiest scene this week. I hadn't done it in a while, but I thought the one I picked was pretty damn messy. So y'all go check that out. And thank y'all so much again for helping me reach my 1,000 subscribers. It has been a blessing to actually see that I'm earning money. Now, it ain't no life-changing money yet, but it's money nonetheless. And again, I'm still trying to determine when we're going to do this live. But when I figure out a time and a schedule, I'm going to let y'all know. Y'all will be the first to know, okay? So y'all take it easy. Let me go ahead and get this thing uploaded and get the I'm going to try to get the other one uploaded as well because I have to do a lot of screenshots of everyone's comments and stuff and listen to get it all added together. But we're going to do what we do, you know, because that's what we do. We got to do it, honey. So love y'all. Y'all take it easy. Stay hydrated, okay? And I haven't said this in a long time, but I'm going to say it right now. You got this. Remember that, y'all. You got it. I heard that there are a lot of next round of layoffs that's coming up for the state people of the State Department. So y'all just stay encouraged. Come here for your kiki, but still try to go out there and find you something. If you've been one of the unfortunate ones that lost your job, I am definitely praying for you. I'm definitely an advocate for you. That I believe in God, so I know that He will answer prayer. If you don't believe in God, you know, believe that you have the talent and the experience to get whatever you put your mind to, okay? All right, because I respect all human beings, even the ones I don't like. So y'all take it easy, be blessed, and happy Friday to you all. Well, this was going to be Saturday morning, so talk to y'all in the next video. Bye.